And I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Got his man complete over the middle. It's called. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Mayfield on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. 1st down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge win for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They come in as the 3 seed, and this very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this one. But while they wanted one of those top 2 spots, they're still in a pretty good position.
They are, and let's face it, any team that gets into the playoffs, as far as I'm concerned, they're in a good position because they're doing what the rest of the league wants. A lot of people are sitting at home watching them, but you made a good point. Everyone is vying for one of the top 2 spots. You get an opening, you get a week off, don't have to play that opening week, and then you get a chance to collect yourself and see how everything else falls. But all in all, number 3 spot, they'll take it and run with it.
Well, maybe they get a win here and get some momentum. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. So we hit the quarter break in round 1 of the AFC playoffs. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And here's the Ravens defense as they head back out there now. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Tim Williams in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got his man. This is Jackson. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down to the right side and complete to Hurst. 16 yards on that one at a Raven 1st.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's a 1st down run with Collins. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, 48 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Wide open receiver complete. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Lucky 56.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Paul. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Mayfield to throw it. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now it's Jackson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with him for that long.
Yeah, better against man than... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Baltimore! Alex Collins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Watching that, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
Final play of the half. Mayfield dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wild. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wild Card game. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down. And a big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 89 yards. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches a football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that 1 pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Mayfield now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Paul. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because
a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st, they go right back to Collins, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dodson with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw now on first down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Paul. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Being chased out left. And a loose football. And the Ravens have got it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but then ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Collins. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Collins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, 4th quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, You throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game, and a first down as well.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another catch for him. He's over the 250-yard mark now for the game, and he's got another first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got to complete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have moved out in front. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. Finding room to the 20. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now we're all even. Brand new ball game, tie game.
In a sense, you're starting over. Tie ball game, everyone's back to even, back to equal. A good job getting back in it.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jarvis Landry and company heading back onto the field now. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on, On the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Time for a break. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. He'll look to throw underneath for Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're going to get the timeout call. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
And they will start out in great shape, up very close to midfield. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.